It's pretty nice when a store actually times a new release with a nice discount they're doing. This is the Luke Skywalker and Grogu Deluxe set, and I was able to get a pretty good deal on this because of the whole Target Circle Week coupons, $25 off $100 toys. I saved a lot of money. Ultimately, this past first week of October, I saved a lot of money thanks to Target and their Circle Week deals. And I'm happy to actually say I was able to find the Luke Skywalker and Grogu Deluxe set. Now, for whatever reason, the Luke Skywalker, I believe, is getting a separate release, even though why wouldn't you want all of the little frogs and the little accessories? Why wouldn't you want that? Honestly, in my opinion, why wouldn't you want any of that? I'm very excited for this. I do feel like these TVC Deluxe sets are pretty decent value. Think about it. A standard TVC Luke Skywalker would come with the figure and the lightsaber and maybe the unignited lightsaber. But for $10, just an extra $10 from the retail, you get Grogu, a backpack, tons of frogs, Yoda's saber, Yoda's unignited saber, 4 extra frogs, and then you get, I know that's like the Mandalorian Beskar armor, but that I'm not sure right now. We'll figure. I think that might be it all wrapped up. We'll find out. I'm gonna open this up. We'll find out. But I think all those accessories are worth the extra $10 to me anyway. So yeah, let's get into this. Nice tissue paper as always, and I'm pretty sure Luke is he gonna be in his weird coffin like they always are? Yeah, check him out. He's in his weird coffin. That's amazing. So yeah, there's the box. Pretty decent pictures. It's kind of like old Kenner's stuff where it's just pictures of the stuff instead of like, artwork or things from the media. I'm pretty sure this is a fairly new Luke. I don't know how much is new, but it's looking pretty new to me. Does it have the old hips or new hips? Oh, it's got new hips. I think this might be an all-new Luke. It might reuse some stuff, some minor stuff. I don't know, this is feeling pretty new to me. Based off his appearance from Book of Boba Fett. So we can see he's got that CGI Mark Hamill likeness, which is, pretty good. It was actually really good in Book of Boba Fett. That looked a lot like Mark Hamill. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good likeness. And it does have, the ball-jointed hips, which is nice. It doesn't have the ball hinges. It still has the thigh swivel, so it's not like super-duper new. Because I know a lot of newer figures, they've been getting rid of that thigh swivel. It does have the actual, ankle rockers, which is good. What's it got with the wrists? I mean, a lot of it's pretty basic. You can see it's just moving basic. It has up and down for both. So that's really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. This is a nice Luke. I'm definitely digging this. It's, Vintage Collection Luke Skywalker. It is what it is. But it's pretty crazy how Vintage Collection has pretty much reached to the point of it is on the same level as Black Series, but it's just smaller. That's pretty much the level that Vintage Collection's at now. And I think it's pretty respectable. And I think this is a really nice little figure. So we got 2 bags. 2 bags full of accessories. Let's see what we got. So in bag number 1, we've got lightsabers, frogs, Grogu, almost everything. Almost everything out of this bag. Man, that's just wild. So, still a frog in there. Still a frog. Still a lightsaber hilt. That is a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff for one little bag. So yeah, let's pick through this. Let's try to figure it out. So we have got Luke's saber. Yeah, lots of detail on that. I'm noticing there's lots of little fibers getting everywhere. I don't know if that's from the figure or from the packaging or what. Might be able to see them on my fingers. So yeah, Luke's saber. We've got Yoda's saber, which I'm not sure how he got a hold of that. Maybe someday we'll get that figured out. In the same movie, we'll find out how Maz Kanata got the Skywalker saber, as in we probably never will. But yeah, pretty cool. Little Yoda's saber. And then here is the backpack. This might be similar to the backpack that we saw from, Bespin training Luke, but I don't know. It's looking pretty new. It's got a nice little, print pattern to it. It's got some good stitching. Looks like it can go around the shoulders and everything. That's probably how I'll display this Luke. I'll display him, with Grogu in the backpack. I think it's really cute. So here is the Beskar armor, cast in a very dull gray plastic, unfortunately. It's got a little bit of shine to it, but it does look pretty dull. I think that's something where if you want to put some silver paint on that, it'd probably look a lot better. But yeah, it is pretty cute though. So we actually do have Grogu's little Beskar armor shirt. I think it's neat. This is the mystery thing. Ooh, we're losing frogs, guys. We're losing frogs. There's so many frogs. Here is Yoda's hilt. Here's Yoda's tiny little hilt. I think this might be the first time we've ever just gotten Yoda's hilt in an action figure, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know typically, they've been doing this whole hilt and lightsaber for a while, but I don't think they've ever done it for Yoda, so that's pretty nice to have that. Then Luke's, of course, gotta have Luke's. And I'll probably end up putting that on his hip or something, because I'll probably just have him running around doing his Luke Skywalker stuff. So here's Grogu. This is looking pretty similar to ones we have seen in the past. It's just another Grogu. I have so many of these now. I mean, maybe this time around, oh, the ears are kind of down, blah, blah, blah. I've got a lot, and I don't even have all of them. I seriously don't have them all. But I think I'm probably sitting at about, this might be my 6th Grogu. I've got a lot of them. But still, you know, it's pretty nice. It's got the little feet underneath, little ball joints at the arms, little ball joint at the head. It's what we know. It's what we love. It's so funny, like Grogu, I'm not sick of the character, but I'm sick of the merchandise. I pretty much don't buy anything that's like not 3 3/4 inch Grogu. It's like, I know I've got the Hot Toys one because that came with Mando. Got some Lego ones, but pretty much I don't get like any of the plushies or anything. It's like, I don't need all the merchandise. Stop it. Here's all the frogs. But first, yeah, this is like the cloth. That's like the cloth. Ooh, I just dropped it. This is the cloth that it comes in where Luke unwraps it and kind of reveals it. It's kind of cute. Nice little inclusion. Looking neat, looking neat. But here's all of the frogs. So we've got more of these little one-eyed frogs. So we've got 4 of the standard sitting one. So those are very fun. I might not display all these right now. I might need to like put them in a baggie or something because there's so many of them. But one thing I certainly want to display are all these like floating frogs. You can see he's just kind of laying dead. You know, they're just laying dead pretty much. They still have the painted eye. They've been shot in the belly. Very tragic, very sad. But they're supposed to float. And I'm guessing the only thing in this bag, yeah, is the effect piece. So let's get the floaty frogs and like plug them in. So we'll plug this one in like this. So we'll plug that frog in. We'll twist him like that. We'll have this frog looking like he's dipping around. Oh, maybe they're kissing. Oh, that's romantic. They're going to kiss in the sky. But this one, we can have just off to the side here. These pegs are very tiny. Very tiny little pegs. But we can get them in there. And there we go. These frogs are just floating around and stuff and things. That, I mean, you can twist them any way you want. They're just floating frogs. Very fun. Very fun. I do feel like you want to make sure they look random enough. Because otherwise, like, especially on the box, it looks like 2 of them are, like, swimming in unison. So you kind of want to make sure they're all, like, in their own direction. You know, it's kind of hard to do that, but, you know, it might be doable. Might be doable. So we can have Grogu like, oh, he's lifting the frogs with the Force because he's a Jedi. Check it. Check it. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. I really do think, like, if you put it in a perspective, like, all this extra stuff, I think, for this release especially, is worth the extra $10. With the Tusken Warrior, I was kind of hesitant, because I'm like, oh, is this little massive worth $10? I wasn't sure. But, like, look at all that. All of this is, like, extra. You know, that's really nice. I think this is a pretty good value, you know? So here, let's just finish this off by setting the scene, I guess. So does he have a... Oh, he does not. He does not have a hole for his hilt. That's wild. I would have figured he would have had a hole for his lightsaber hilt since it has the peg on it. So I guess I can't put the hilt on him. That is such a disappointment. Can I, like, wedge it? I guess I can, like, wedge it in between the torso joint, but... Ugh. That's such an odd choice, Hasbro. Why didn't you put the hole on it? I don't know if he didn't have the hilt when he was in this costume, but still, you know, you'd expect to just put it there. But anyways, I think I want to display him kind of like a bit of a, you know, a bit of a cute little nod to Empire. We're going to have the backpack on. So let's get this backpack on. Because I thought that was really cute in Book of Boba Fett when, you know, Luke was still touting around a little Yoda-like creature, but this time he was teaching it. You know, that's a pretty cute little reversal of the roles, I guess. Get that clip in there. There we go. So yeah, he's got the backpack. Does he have the joints to really reach up and look like he's holding it? Not really. Not really. So I'm kind of hesitant now if I want to display him like this. But we can fit Grogu in there. We can fit Grogu. We can pretend he's like climbing a tree or something. Like, look at the forest, Grogu. Look at the forest. And Grogu's like, oh, the forest. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's pretty much it. There's not much to talk about other than all the little bits you get, because you get so much little stuff. Here, let's do one more little display here. Let's get Luke undressed. Ooh. Oh, you thought it was going to be a scene from the show, huh? No, he's dueling the Frog King. Luke Skywalker's apprentice has fallen, and he has taken on a form of the frog. I don't know, I'm just an idiot. He did not want to hold the lightsaber, so he's just using it as a shoulder cannon. I don't know. He is not supposed to hold it. That is very obvious. But I did want to lay out all the accessories you get, because you do get a lot with this set. I feel like out of the deluxe sets that Hasbro has done for the TVC line, this is probably one of the most worthwhile ones. This truly feels deluxe. Like, they just kept throwing in stuff to make the value seem worth it, and I feel like they did a really good job. I really, really do. This is a great set. If you're a fan of Book of Boba Fett, or just the idea of Luke training Grogu, even though it was very brief, this is a very cool set. I definitely suggest it. This took me way too long to set up, by the way. I really tried to get Grogu to hold that, like wedge it underneath his arm, but it was just not happening. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. And let me know what you think about this set down in the comments below. Do you like it? You gonna pick it up? Again, I really suggest it. I think it's really cool. One thing I just thought of, though, you might be able to put, like, all the accessories you don't want to use in the backpack. That's not a bad idea. You could just put them in the backpack or something, and then just kind of deal with it later. Yeah, it seems like almost everything's fitting in. Yeah, you can use the backpack as a storage. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that in mind whenever I decide to fit this on the shelf somehow. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to channel members as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.